So now I'm part of the recovering Fush Brigade. It's it means Fush means falling on outstretched hands.
So you're a fusher.
Well, I'm a recovering Fusher. I'm now on the mend, but it's going to take probably another month of rehab to get back that flexibility in my wrist. Now this Fush is really common. It's amazingly common. I mean, once you have an accident like this, you hear all these stories about, oh yes, I know who's someone who had, I know. And it's just a common occurrence, and orthopedic surgeons are doing thousands of these surgeries.
Yeah, because you actually had a plate put in your arm.
I did. I had a plate and screws. I was a bit like, what the fuck? Ah, I don't want a plate and screws in my bone.
I know you turned into a bionic woman.
And, you know, I mean, I have to think about airports going through those x-rays machines now, having a medical certificate or something. But anyway, I'm fine with it. It's good. But it's a very common thing, and it usually happens when people aren't paying attention. Accidents just don't happen out of anywhere unless you're in a victim of a motor car accident where someone's not paying attention. But when you're walking, you need to pay attention. What kind of shoes do you have on? Do they have good tread? I had my accident when I stupidly put a pair of Jandals on to go down to the lemon tree, which had no tread, just a smooth surface. I've told all my girlfriends to throw out all smooth soled shoes. And they are paying attention because they've seen what became of me, and they wouldn't want to have that happen to them. So, and the other thing is just think before you take a step. Like I stepped completely in the line of this leak from a pipe that we'd had underneath, and I should have logically thought downhill, leak in the pipe, in the hose, under the ground, there will be a mudslide. There, if I'd turned left instead of taking a step forward, I wouldn't have had the accident. So not thinking. Funny thing is, and you can ask people that do have accidents, they often say they were feeling elated, they'd never felt better. And it's when you're in that elevated cloud nine space that you don't pay attention. You kind of get out of your body, you get into this blissed out state, you've never felt any better, and you're not thinking through.
Absolutely.
Anything.
And in your case, you've just heard that your son was going to become a father.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you would be a grandmother. And
Yeah.
you were on cloud nine.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. And yeah, I came back to earth with a bump. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 6 weeks after my surgery, actually. So I've been told by the orthopedic surgeon, take off the brace. But actually, my hand physio, who knows me really quite well, has said, put it on when you go out. And that's so I can feel confident that if I tripped up, I wouldn't hurt myself. So it's kind of weird because I don't need it on, but I'm still wearing it.
Yeah, so we're talking about the, shall we say, more than physical effects of what happens after a fall.
Yeah.
What happened?
I lost my confidence. I basically just lost my confidence. So that's it. I don't have my confidence back yet. I'm really careful about where I walk. I mean, right now it's flat, so it's okay, but I wouldn't walk on any uneven terrain or somewhere that had been raining and it was slippery at all. Like, I just wouldn't do it.
And what was it like before your fall?
I thought I was invincible. I thought I could go anywhere, do anything. I never ever equated a fall ending up being wheeled into surgery under general anesthetic. Like terrified out of my wits on anti-anxiety pills.
And you're a yoga teacher too.
I know. You know, 8 Vipassana meditation courses, 30-day meditation courses, 40 years of practicing and teaching yoga, all went out of the window. I was begging for any drug that I could get my hands on, any anti-anxiety pills. I was a basket case. I'm glad to say I'm not anymore, but I'm kind of not recovered yet. It's going to probably take another few months of getting my confidence back, even going out, even driving, you know.
Yeah, totally. It's so understandable, and the fall changes everything, and I think
Yeah.
it's really true.
Yeah. It is true. I mean, I basically have changed. Like, I'm not ever going to be the same person. And I'm happy about that because the transformative experience has made me have greater empathy and compassion into anyone that has an accident or trauma. It's changed me. It has. But I think I'm happy. I think it's for the better. This is going to make me a better person. Yeah.
And sometimes it takes that personal experience to really develop more compassion for people in a similar situation.
Yeah. I mean, I started my yoga journey when I was 21 in Colorado and growing wheatgrass juice and Essene bread, baking it in the sun and sprouting alfalfa sprouts. And yes, you do. That's where you begin to get quite precious about everything you eat has to be pure. You know, all your thoughts have to be pure, and then you make really good lifestyle choices, which does lead to good health. It has to be said. But then we kind of get quite attached to that. So I've had a lifetime up till age 60 of glowing health, flexibility, fitness, and then I went for the slide down in the garden on the way to the lemon tree, and I was fucked.
And that turned you into a gin sipping, anxiety pill taking basket case. Well, welcome to the real world, Rosie.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep walking,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
watch your footing.
Watch your step.
I always watch my step with you, for God. You keep me on the straight and narrow. One day soon, I'm sure you're going to be skipping down this beach with your usual abandon, free-spirited and all the rest of it, hey?
Yeah.